Guys, good morning. Happy Saturday. It is 7:15 and it is May the... completely forgot what the date is. 11th? No, 16th. 14th. It's May 14th. And today is the last long run before the Ultramarathon. So 2 weeks today I will be on the start line. And we'll be aiming for 100 miles in sub 24 hours. My first ever ultramarathon. The longest I've ever run is 26. So yeah, I'm excited. But today's the last long run. It's 22 miles. So the plan is to run, it's about 11 miles to my parents' house. I'm gonna go there and gonna have breakfast and then run back. So the first 11 miles are going to be fasted. So I'm going to be essentially replicating those feelings of being fatigued, tired, hungry, and then I'm going to eat and then run the 11 miles back. So good morning's work, and it's the first time I've run this route, so hopefully I won't get lost, but we'll see how we get on. And yeah, we'll enjoy it. It's quite a nice day. It's cool, but that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to plug you in and I'll check in every now and again. The only thing I should say is that I've had about a litre of water and a cup of coffee, and that's it. So I'm completely fasted, and I prefer working out fasted, certainly cardio, because I just feel lighter and feel like I'm burning more calories, which I know I'm not, but it's just that mindset. And yeah, we'll see how we get on with this. So yeah, let's get started. 22 miles Saturday morning, and then FA Cup final later on. Let's get after it. Guys, it's good. We are 4.7 miles in, and the problem with doing a new route, it is a dead end. So there's a river going the way that my sat nav's taking me, but that's not a problem. Just going to turn around and go a slightly different way, and it might add a mile or two on though. So yeah, not to worry. It's all good training, isn't it? You've got to adapt and prosper. So a couple of things. My phone keeps bouncing out of my pocket, which is really annoying, but it's also something that I need to sort for the 100 miler. I don't want to be messing around with my phone. at all on the day. I normally kind of have it in a bum bag sort of thing strapped to me, and I decided not to today because I just thought I'd use my pocket. Bad call, but not to worry. We're still feeling really good actually. Positive. Been running for about 45 minutes, and yeah, like I said, coming up to 5 miles in, so nearly at the halfway point to the halfway point. And yeah, we're going to be doing a little detour, so we'll see how that goes. But in terms of mentally, yeah, I feel really strong. Just keeping an eye on my pace. I'm about well, averaging kind of 9 to 10 minute miles, so we'll say 9.5 minute miles, which I will be pretty pleased with on the rest of the run. In terms of pacing for the actual ultramarathon, it's going to be slightly different. There's times when I will be running at 9, maybe less, 8 minute mile pace, but not that often, because essentially it is a longer distance run. And when I did my marathon a few weeks ago, I did 8 to 9 minute miles for the whole thing. It felt great. So yes, we will keep an eye on that. It's essentially going to be, what I'm aiming for is completing 5 miles every hour, roughly, and that's about 12 minute mile pace. So run, walk at an average of 12 minute mile pace. I haven't figured out my strategy yet. So some people have specific distances, so they might run for 4 miles, walk for 1 mile, and just keep repeating that. Other people do time, run for 45 minutes, walk for 15. Others try and pace, so keeping an eye really on the clock, on their watch, and making sure their pace doesn't drop, their average pace that is, below 12 minutes mile pace. So yeah, there's 3 options. Not certain what I want to do yet. I do look at my watch a lot, but I think a bit of discipline and maybe running 4 miles, walking 1 would be a good one to do. But yeah, like I said, lots of questions like that need answered before kind of 2 weeks time. So yeah, it's all good. I think the biggest thing for me is keeping my discipline. I'm very competitive, and even on the marathon, my first ever marathon, I was trying to overtake people, keep up with people, and really, certainly in the ultramarathon, I need to be focused on one thing, and that's myself. Because once you start to look outside of what's in your control, you lose control. So stay centered, stay focused, and keep your eyes on the prize, on the job, and we will get this thing crushed. But yeah, I'm so pumped, so excited. It's been 16 years since I last felt like an athlete. So my background is I used to play elite football. I was in an academy system, and then it just all went wrong for me physically and mentally actually, but that's a topic for another day. And it's been, yes, 15 years old, 16 years old, but to be honest, at 16 my body was broken. Certainly 15 since I felt like I was an athlete, which is obviously really kind of cool. So right, I'm gonna plug back in. We are at 5 miles exactly, 48 minutes down. I'm gonna see what this new route takes me. Hopefully it doesn't have too many miles on, but we will overcome whatever issues we are faced with. Let's get it, guys. I'll plug you back in. I'll see you at the halfway point. Guys, it's good. We are 8.5 miles in, and some good news. The change of route has added 3 miles at least on. So we're looking at a 14-mile run, 28 in total. And I'm feeling better. I just had a bit of a low, and it's important that I share this with you because a lot of people on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and everywhere, and in life, at work, all these things, make it seem like this shit is easy. And for the majority I do. That is my ambition, to make things look achievable but also achieve them. But something I don't want to shy away from is the challenge and the opportunity to quit. And the path to success is littered with failures, excuses, opportunities to quit. But it's those people who stay on the path, stay on the course, go on to achieve that greatness. And yeah, like I said, that happened to me just before. Firstly, the wrong route that took me to a river that I couldn't cross. The fact that 3 miles got added on, and then my phone lost signal, so I literally had no idea where I was going. There's no, like you can see, I'm on just a country road with no signs, and I just wanted to stop, try and call someone to come and pick me up. But that is not my purpose. Being a mentally tough, high performing person is all about how you deal with these things. So we kept going, kept putting one foot in front of the other. Will Smith had this amazing story about building a mile-long wall. It wasn't a mile long, but that's what I like to think of it as. And it's about focusing on putting one brick at a time. If you think about that mile-long wall, it's never going to get built because you'll give up. But if you think about putting one brick at a time, eventually you will have created that wall. And that is about where I was about 20 minutes ago. All I wanted to do was stop, but instead I remembered who I was, and that's part of the 6 pillars of mental toughness. When you start to apply those pillars, you start to achieve what other people can't. So I just put one foot in front of the other. My signal came back on, and I've seen that I can get home doing this route, or to the halfway mark rather. So let's keep going. Battery's running out and I want to have some on the way home for you, so I'm going to check in when I'm a bit closer to the halfway point. Look, it's getting dicey. Who knows where we're going to end up, but we're not going to stop. Let's go. Guys, it's good. We have made it to the halfway point. I'm going to see how far we've done. We've done 14.15 miles. It was meant to be 11, but like I said, some sat-nav issues, some loss of signal issues, and a fly in the eye. We've done 14, so it looks like we're going to be doing 28 to 29 miles today rather than 22, which is good, which is okay. It's all about how you deal with these things. So I've got about 500 yards till I get to my parents. I'm gonna get changed, have a shower, have breakfast, and then in about 90 minutes set off to go home. And this time I'll know the way. So here we go. We've got one last curve, and then my parents' alternate, my childhood house at the bottom. I used to run on this green. So yes, here we are, halfway point, 14.5 miles. time to eat. I'll see you when I set off. Okay guys, here we go. So, I am showered, I'm fed and watered. I had a bowl of crunchy nut cornflakes, which was amazing. I've been craving that so bad these last few weeks. And also I had 2 slices of brown toast with butter and scrambled eggs and smoked salmon. Again, it was amazing. And I had some apple juice, orange juice, water and coffee. So I feel really good, feel yeah, ready to get this second half done. So I'm going to plug in. We've got the second half to do. It's about 14.5 miles, and that will take me up to 28 miles for the day. So yeah, this is my first ultramarathon, 2 weeks before the proper ultramarathon. But it's yeah, been really cool, and I'm looking forward to just enjoying this next 14 miles to get home and to take this last training run off. So I'm gonna plug in, sit back, relax, and there's a car coming, so I better cross. Let's go get it, guys. Guys, it's good. 20 miles done and feeling pretty good. Yeah, enjoying this home straight. Got 8 miles to go, but home straight. And I'm starting to get excited. And what I mean by that is I'm feeling so good. It's making me think that maybe I could do something in this ultramarathon. Of course, everyone wants to win. Of course we do. We're athletes. Well, some of the runners will be. And my priorities are firstly finish within the cut-off time. We have 32 hours to finish. Second priority, get it done in 24 hours. Be sub 24 hours. And that's the most important one for me. That's the one I'm really wanting to do. Third priority, finish in the top 10. And then lastly, win the bitch. What's the point in competing if you don't want to win it? I just feel so good. I feel ready. You know, running with food in you. Excuse me. It's very different to running fasted. I always forget that, and I feel like I'm floating on the way home, which is nice. Sorry, water went down the wrong way. And look, you know, beautiful. I know it's not the best place to have a look at the views actually, but I'm surrounded by fields and trees. I love these kind of trail runs rather than the road. Much prefer them, which the ultramarathon run is mostly trails. So yeah, I'm gonna hydrate a little bit more. I'm gonna walk for another 30-40 seconds, and then we're getting home. I've got 12% battery. I'm gonna try and make it last because I want you guys to see that I get home. Right, 8 miles to go, 20 done. Let's get this ultramarathon done in prep for. there you have it, guys. 28.5 miles done, 4 hours 30 seconds. That's pretty good. A couple of learning points for me, definitely. Hydration. I'm very dehydrated. Need to drink more, need to take more fluids. But all in all, feel good. Felt strong. And now it's time to relax, get showered, enjoy the sun, drink some fluids for sure. But no, really good run. Right.